Hello, welcome dear student friends to KTHM e-learning lecture series. Myself Professor Yogesh Bhamare, Department of Electronic Science, KTHM College, Nasik, SPPU, Maharashtra. Today this is our first lecture for final year PG students. Subject is Mechatronics and Robotics, paper ELT232. Today's lecture is discussion of syllabus and introduction to title of the paper. Lecture outline for today's lecture is: first we will discuss about the concept of mechatronics, then we will discuss concept of robotics, then we will discuss chapter wise syllabus, and then we will have discussion of basics requirement of subjects. So friends, first we will start with the concept of mechatronics. As its name itself predicts, mechatronics is combination of mechanics and electronics. Though mechatronics is not only limited to mechanics and electronics, but it is a multidisciplinary branch of engineering that focuses on both electrical, mechanical systems as well. It also includes robotics, electronics, computer, control, and product engineering as well. Mechatronics includes the principle of mechanics, electronics, and computing to generate a simpler, more economical, and reliable system. So, what is important purpose of this branch mechatronics is to generate simpler, more economical and reliable system. So ultimately we have to focus on the purpose of the subject. The term mechatronics was coined by Tetsuro Mori in 1969, and the prime best example of mechatronics is industrial robot, because industrial robot includes all the aspects of electronics, mechanics, and computing. As the second part of the title of our paper is robotics, let us have discussion of robot first. A robot is a machine, especially one programmable by a computer and capable of carrying out a complex series of actions automatically. Very important word in the definition is automatically, automation. During this era of pandemic, now we need automation. Automation means decrease the interference of human beings in daily work, and that is the why robots are very popularly used in various fields such as healthcare, hospitality, etc. Nowadays, robots can be guided by an external control device, or the control may be embedded within. And study of this robots is the field known as robotics. So robotics is an interdisciplinary research area which involves design, construction, operation, and use of robots. The goal of robotics is to design intelligent machine that can help and assist humans in their day-to-day lives and keep everyone safe. So this is what the goal of robotics is. What should be strategy while dealing with the subject? While studying the paper of mechatronics and robotics, we have to develop a multidisciplinary approach, and thus scope of out of box thinking is essential while dealing with the subject. Due to wide scope of application in mechatronics and robotics, we can study the subject with research aptitude as well. So, two important words in strategy are multidisciplinary approach, and second is we have to develop a research aptitude. My dear friends, let us have discussion of syllabus for our PG course. As we know, title of the paper is Mechatronics and Robotics. Savitribai Phule University paper code for the subject is ELT232. It is core compulsory theory paper having weightage of 4 credits. 4 credits means our syllabus will include 4 chapters. Let us have overview of these 4 chapters. Unit 1, title of the unit is Introduction, which includes very basics of mechatronics, robotics, as well as actuators and switches. So, in the basics of mechatronic system, we have to study sensors, transducers, various types of motions, and various types of feedback mechanisms and control systems. Then we have to discuss about the history of robots, types of robots, various classifications of robots with their configurations and their applications areas also. After discussion of mechatronics system, basics of mechatronics and robotics, we have to discuss about the solid state switches, various actuators such as motors, DC motors, AC motors, and stepper motors in chapter number 1. Chapter number 2 is system responses and transformations. It includes basic system models which help us to develop a block diagram for any system. As we know, in electronics, building a block diagram is one of the prime and essential tasks. So, first we have to develop the model, then we have to study the response of the model. So, second point is dynamic responses of the systems. Then we have to study various coordinate transformations, which includes various laws we have to apply. We have to study the motions of robots. So all the transformations we have to discuss under the chapter number 2, that is system responses and transformation. Then chapter number 3 is mechanical and electrical actuation systems. So we are very familiar with the electrical actuation systems, relays and its applications, but we are new to the mechanical actuation systems, so we have to study them in details, which includes various types of motions, degrees of freedoms, various linkages, various gears, various types of gears, then gears ratio, and so on and so forth. We have to discuss the mechanical actuation processes and parameters related with it under the chapter 3. And the last chapter of our syllabus is dynamics and robot control, which will going to clear idea of technical designing process of robotics and mechatronic systems. It includes dynamics, driving a dynamical equation by various formulas, Then we have to make some Cartesian system plannings, trajectory plannings. Then we have to study various control mechanisms, where various joints controls we have to discuss. And then we have to study the force control, which is very important in designing the robots as well. So force control is the point which is essentially discussed under the chapter number 4. So with this, we have took an overview of 4 chapters. But before starting with the discussion of syllabus in details, we should have some basics. That's why revision of basics is essential before starting with the actual syllabus of the subject. So please, if you revise following topics, then it will be beneficial for you to complete with the syllabus of this paper. If you revise transducers, sensors and actuators, concept of feedback mechanism, revise solid state switches, BJT, MOSFET, etc. Try to revise various types of motors, DC motors, AC motors, servo motors specifically. Then please go through the concept of relays, and then please go through the concept of torque and force, which is essentially we have to discuss because it is a study of motion. My dear friends, remaining discussion of syllabus we will continue it on our Google Classroom window. Thank you for listening my lecture. Thank you.